So when I went to that trade show, the Magic Show, I came back.
Oh, you went to Magic Show? Yeah, I've been to Magic a lot.
Yeah, I came back with $300,000 in orders, and I didn't have any financial.
So you had orders. They didn't just show up with money at your door one day.
No. I didn't have any financial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So I went and I got turned down by 27 banks. And my mother and my mother said, you know what, you've been working with me collectively since you were 10 years old on this house. Let's take a second equity mortgage on this house. And whatever money we get, when you sell the clothes, put it back in. Mom is absolutely amazing, right? So I don't know how we got 125,000 because the house was worth 75, right? So what happened was, there wasn't no Alibabas of the world, and I had some fabrics that came from Colorado, some came from China, some came from California. And we had a factory up in the middle of Hollis, Queens, because we had this great idea. We took all the furniture we could. It took 2.5 weeks to sell what we could in the house, and then the rest we couldn't sell, we burned it in the backyard. And we moved industrial sewing machines in the house, and we hired about 12 seamstresses. So we slept in sleeping bags next to the sewing machines for about a year. And we were cranking, but we used that 100. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. But I got to tell you the bad part of the story, because I wasn't following my own beliefs now of taking affordable next steps. I didn't do my homework, and I looked in that bank account, and there was $500 left, and I was 3 months later on the mortgage, and they were about to take the house. That's the bigger problem. Why? Because I didn't have financial intelligence, and I was being choked by the float. I was paying for raw goods 120 days in advance, and then I was paying for salaries and shipping and utilities, and their stores were paying me 60 and 90 days later. So I was about to lose everything because of my lack of financial intelligence. And here's where the Samsung comes in. My mother says to me, Daymond, you need OPM. And I said, money, she said, OPM. I said, but Ma, isn't that what I just spent? And she said, no.
No, that's Mama's money.
Yeah.
That's totally different.
She said, you need a strategic partner, because you can make, OPM is other people's manufacturing, other people's mind power, other people's marketing, and like over Timberland, you can make a profit off of other people's mistakes. Now, you go back to Red Lobster, because I was a waiter in Red Lobster at that time, and I hated Red Lobster at that time, because I was at Red Lobster when they introduced Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Damn things are good.
Oh my God. Those are so good.
I love those things.
How many people in this crowd was a waiter or waitress at one time in your lives? Yeah, all right. So if you got a whole bunch of people coming in someplace for free Cheddar Bay biscuits, what kind of tips you think I was making? Anyway, so.
The sound effects are awesome, right?
Those are free.
So now all of a sudden she said, go back and get $2,000. I'm going to find you a strategic partner. I come back, I give her $2,000. I said, Ma, what are you going to do? How are you going to get us this money? I love it. You got us $125,000. She said, I'm going to take an ad in the newspaper. And you know what I said? Of course. I said, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I forbid you to do it. Now, ladies, when your husband, brother, son, any man in your life tells you do not do something, what do? Here's how the ad went. $1 million in orders need financing.
God, Mom can write a headline.
Mom sure knew how to romance the truth.
Oh, she didn't encumber herself with the truth. Yeah, that's way
She was
easier
romancing the truth. 33 people called that ad. Now, 30 of them were named Pookie, Laquita, Sal, Chubster, the Nose, Tony Two-Time, and 125% interest, had to live in the attic for collateral, a couple of pictures of loved ones, no big deal. But one of them was Samsung's textile division.
God damn.
It's amazing Samsung saw the ad.
That's the story.
That's a good direct response to that. God dang, man, that's
really good.
You gotta thank my mother for that one. Yeah, you gotta thank my mom for that one.
Going back to that time when you were there, basically camping in your,
sure,
camping in there. I think that this is important, because I talk to a lot of people, and I know it's well-intentioned people, but folks who they really want, how can I get where you are? I want to be where you are. How do I get where you are? And there's almost this perception of like it was an overnight kind of thing.
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
know, have you ever met a true, real overnight success?
Robert says it all the time, every overnight success takes 15 years. Never met an overnight success. You know, the most common thing I think we all have as entrepreneurs is that we take affordable next steps. We do something we absolutely love and are obsessed with. You know, I'll argue with Robert, and the bottom line is, I can't do what he does. I mean, he sits there and will code all night. That's not my thing. I love to create things and see brands and how to position it, and when I fail, I learn even more. There is absolutely no overnight success.